everybody, I am back and we are now finishing up the crab ragoon. So let me just adjust this a little bit. There we go. Okay, so I've heated my oil. I've got a small pot of oil and I've only filled it about a third or so way is what I did. Now I do have a thermometer that I can use to check the temperature. However, normally what I would do when I didn't have a thermometer is I just watch the oil very carefully, give it a little stir, and then I'll take the corner of one little ragoon and I'll pop it in, and if I see that it sizzles, okay, I know that it's ready. So I'm going to very easily and quickly just kind of put that right in. And I can actually put in about 2 to 3 at a time in this small little pot. I don't want to put too many in because I do need to kind of rotate them and turn them around, flip them over. You want to do this very carefully. You don't want to be splashing any oil up on top of you. Over in the side here, I have a small little plate, and I just line the inside of it with a little bit of paper toweling is all that I've done. So I put these in. They're frying, turn a nice golden brown color. It won't take long, actually, at all. That's about it right there. Okay, so that took about 30 seconds, 35 seconds or so. So I'll take those out, put them on my paper toweling. Go ahead and grab a couple more and put those in. Now I have adjusted my heat really low now because the oil was quite hot. Matter of fact, I overheated it a little bit to about 385 degrees, which is not really what I wanted to do. So I had to allow the oil to cool a little bit. I just flip those. I can also just kind of use my spoon to push them down. Please make sure, everybody, that when you do this, that you have a slotted spoon. You don't want to be taking, you know, large amounts of oil out and potentially splashing yourself or somebody who might be close to you. Always, again, I like to use a back burner and make sure that your handle is turned in as well too. Again, that's done. Just a nice kind of golden color, and onto our paper toweling right there. We can add a couple more. Okay, very good. So as you can see, it doesn't take long. We'll get these crab ragoons fried up in really no time. You can play around with the shapes like I mentioned. You know, this is kind of a neat little shape. I'll drop that in. That's a fun one. The triangles as well too are, you know, pretty simple to do, and of course, you know, I get a phone call. So I notice that my oil is starting to cool a little bit, so I'm turning it back up just a little. And again, please be very, very, very careful when dealing with hot oil. Go. There's 2 more. Okay, I'm going to let this one just kind of go a little bit. So this one, the little star shape, just put a little filling in the side. inside and squeeze the corners together. Watch for splatters. That's why, again, not a good idea to do this with young brothers or sisters around your feet. So my oil temperature's come back up now. Carefully turn. If you have a pair of tongs will work nicely as well too. I'm going to adjust my heat a little more, a little higher. You're trying to look for, if you're using a thermometer, shoot for around 360 degrees, 365 is a good temperature. No hotter than that. So I'm just turning them, rotating them. Don't want them to cook more on one side than the other. There we go. Turn up my temperature just a little more. But these are almost done. We'll take these out. Okay. One, two. You also, too, you want to make sure that, again, those seals, you got a nice seal, because if it opens up while it's frying, the moisture from that cream cheese is going to cause that oil to kind of pop and could potentially splatter onto you. So be very, very, very careful. The reason I say that is because I had one right there that kind of started to open up on me a little bit. And I just want to be, you know, ultra cautious. I don't want to get burnt. So we're almost actually done. As you can see, this did not take long to do. And then later, we'll do a demo on fried rice. And I'll show you how to do the fried rice, how to cook the rice. We'll talk about that. Okay, there. Drain off the oil. Drain off the oil. And then I've got just a couple more. Two more, plus the wonton shape. And just like that, in really no time at all, we have made ourselves some crab rangoons. Or a wonton. The shape is irrelevant to taste. If they taste good, that's all that counts. You want to make a wonton shape, make a wonton shape. You want to make the triangle shape, make a triangle shape. You want to make the little star shape, you know, make the star shape. The most important thing is just kind of have fun, experiment, play around a little bit. Be careful, of course, because you really could, you know, hurt yourself or somebody else. Don't ever do this close to the end of the counter. Always put it on a back burner, so that no little ones in the house can reach up and grab a hold of the pot handle and pull that hot oil down on top of themselves. Okay, that's done. And this one is, call that one done too. Okay, so just like that. Take that off the heat. Turn that off. And just like that, guys, we got ourselves a nice little plate of crab rangoons. Nice, simple, crispy, crunchy, flavorful. One of my wife's favorites. Matter of fact, she was very excited that she'd be having these today when I said that I'd be doing this demo. So that's how you make them. And please feel free, if you make them, I'd love to see a short video of you making some. That would be nice. All right, everybody, I'm going to sign off.